are going to see this evening, about 2,000 students are performing various programs. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank each and everyone present here for the participation in the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of our school. I look forward to your constant support and cooperation so that our school may continue to achieve greater heights. Thank you, Father George Vijay, Principal, 21st December 2013.
Around the world in 80 days.
No, in this 21st century, we have redefined everything. The internet can take you around the world in just 8 minutes.
St. Paulians are more intelligent than a computer.
So, students of class 8 are going to circumnavigate the world in about 8 minutes, spreading the message that our world is a huge family and we all are one.
Yes. But Kalp,
how we will understand what they sing? We are not linguists.
Kalp, music is a universal language.
Yes, certainly. So dear audience, fasten up your seat belts, switch off your mobiles, as our flight number 2112 of St. Paul's Airline is going to take off right now.
And if you have your transit visa, you can get down the hopping flight and enjoy the flamingo dance at Barcelona, belly dance at Dubai, African dance in Nigeria, and finally deboard the plane at Lapland, Finland, and go to Santa Village at Rovaniemi and enjoy Christmas with Santa Claus. Now we request Her Excellency Srimati
Right Reverend Bishop Dev Prasad Ganawa, Bishop of Udaipur, the Right Reverend Bishop Joseph Patalil, Bishop of Udaipur, Dr. Subodh Agarwal, Divisional Commissioner, Udaipur, Father Marcel, Manager, Father George, Principal of St. Paul's Senior Secondary School, teachers, students, parents, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank you for your very warm welcome. I'm sorry I was a little behind schedule. We arrived late because of the fog over Jaipur, and I am required to get back before the fog returns tonight. Today is also the shortest day in the year, so I think we are running behind schedule. I am delighted to be here with you to celebrate 6 decades of your untiring work in the field of education in Udaipur. Institutions such as these are built over several lifetimes. It is heartwarming to see the school honor its past principles, and also today I think you will be honoring them and reaping the fruits of the hard work put in by them over the years. Gratitude is the essence of humility. Through such living examples of gratitude for those who have helped to build this institution and make it what it is through their hard years of toil and sacrifice, I see that you are molding the young, impressionable students into men and women of character. The values you are imparting to the students, as also the quality of your education, which is praised by everyone who talks about Udaipur, come across clearly in the school report presented by the principal and the performances presented by the students already. I congratulate each one of you on your achievements. The themes on which the students are presenting dances, skits, rhymes, reflect the school's sensitivity to the diversity of India's cultural traditions. Unity in our diversity, as also the concept of the world as a family. At a time when family bonds are unfortunately falling apart, you have accorded rightful importance to the family, the building block of social relations, as also the need to work towards improving the plight of the girl child. I salute you for your vision. The school, founded in 1953 by a dedicated band of educationists who sacrificed and who had a vision for the future, today caters to over 2,800 students. You are an unaided school. You raised resources on your own, which I think is a great achievement today, because everyone who comes to me from the education field is always coming complaining that grants are not available and that they are not receiving resources from the government. You are able to do it on your own. The school's impressive infrastructure, in fact, I was amazed when I walked in and I was told you had 13 acres here in the heart of Udaipur, and the buildings that you have put up would put any university to shame. The building and science laboratories and all the other infrastructure that you have created speaks volumes about the commitment of the founders and the subsequent teams of school managements. To ensure such quality education for all our children, we need to make education a movement across Rajasthan and across the country. Thanks to various initiatives taken by governments, educational institutions like yours, and NGOs, there has been improvement in enrollment of children in schools. However, disparities persist. Education indicators, enrollment, dropout rates, and infrastructure reveal that, generally speaking, rural areas lag behind urban areas, girls lag behind boys, and tribals lag behind the others. Let's take a closer look at just one aspect of education, basic literacy in our state. Amidst an overall improvement in literacy across India, including Rajasthan, there are regional and other disparities. According to the Planning Department of the state, in 2011, literacy rate at 67% was lower than the national average of 74%. Female literacy rate, while it has improved over time, stood at about 53% and was lower than the male literacy rate, which was 83%. And I'm glad to note that you at St. Paul's have opened your doors to girls. Normally, fathers who run institutions are nervous to admit girls, lest the boys get distracted. But I think when boys and girls learn together, they learn to respect each other, they compete with each other, and that is how we build an inclusive society with respect for men and women in the world. I know they are still few compared to the boys. They are here only up to the 8th standard, I am told, 470 girls out of the 2,800 students. Quite a competition, I'm sure, for those around them. Our girls and our women are today victims of violence, discrimination, and exploitation from the womb to the tomb. Laws alone cannot help. Society has to change its mindset and treat sons and daughters as equals in their homes. Schools have to teach mutual respect of the sexes and give girls the self-confidence and skills to survive in a hostile world. I do not wish to make a long speech this evening and stand between you and the cultural program to follow. I know how parents wait and long to see their children on the stage. But when I look at this, I'm reminded of the days when my husband and I used to go to watch our children. There are so many of them on the stage, all dressed alike, that at times it becomes difficult to find out which one is yours. And we often had my husband, after painstaking photography, coming home and producing pictures which my children would say, but that's not me, it's somebody else. So I can imagine the parents sitting at the back, what a problem you have finding out which exactly is yours. I'm afraid I will not be able to sit through the program to the end because I have to fly back, and the pilots have told me that I have to land back in Jaipur before 8 o'clock if the fog is not to overtake us. But I would like to take this opportunity to offer a word of advice, as I often do to my grandchildren, to the children of the school. First, have your plans and dreams for the future, but have your feet firmly on the ground, lest you be swept away by everything new that comes your way, whether it is on the internet or anywhere else. We have a glorious past which we must cherish and build upon. Second, have courage to stand up for what you believe in and defend yourself against those who would ridicule you for your ideas. Say yes to what you consider right and have the courage to say no to what you consider to be wrong. Third, be proud to be an Indian and commit yourself to the service of your motherland, your fellow citizens. You are not educated to serve yourself alone, but to be an instrument of change, a light in the darkness of poverty, ignorance, exploitation, and violence that surrounds you. And finally, have faith in yourself. Face life with courage and commitment. Victory will surely be yours. Friends, praising institutions like these is praising myself. The Christian community in pre- and post-independence India has stood out for its contribution in the field of education and social services. We are a very small minority, but the service that we have rendered puts us in the forefront of service in the social sector. We are proud of it. I know we face challenges, we face criticism, we face attacks, and at times we are discriminated against. But the community is respected for its ideals, for its honesty and commitment to the poor, the weak, and the neglected, and most of all, for the quality of the institutions it runs. We are proud of this. I congratulate St. Paul's for being in the forefront of this great challenge of education in this country. You have done well over the 60 years. You have been recognized, you have been appreciated, and I assure you that in the years to come, you will have many, many more years of glorious history to present to the country and to the world. May God bless you and all your efforts. Once again, my heartiest congratulations to the school management, the teachers, parents, students, all the former principals who are here this evening for making your school a center of excellence in education, not only in this region, but in the state. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I think the children have already put you into the Christmas mood. And to every one of you, a very, very happy New Year. May God bless us all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now we request Her Excellency to kindly felicitate Right Reverend Bishop Joseph Patalil, Bishop Emeritus of Udaipur Diocese, for giving his services as President of Catholic Diocesan Education Society, Udaipur, over a long period of 26 years. Her Excellency is requested to felicitate the following previous principals of St. Paul's School present here: Father Marshall Dodia, Father Ignatius Roach, now former managers Father George C.M. and Father George Casey. Father Joseph Casey. Class 12 toppers of session 2012-13, Siddharth Kalra, Commerce Stream, Rahul Ostwal, Science Stream. And finally, we request Right Reverend Bishop Dev Prasad Garnava, President of Catholic Diocesan Education Society, Udaipur, to receive the honor from Her Excellency, and please remain on the stage for a short while.
Siddharth Kalra. Commerce stream, Rahul Ostwal. Science stream.